Welcome back, everybody. Today, PU Air Korea has sent us this beautiful 737 overhead panel. Today, we're going to review it, unbox it, tell you if it's worth it, my little opinions, and we'll go from there. Hope you enjoy this. If you've been looking for a 737 overhead panel, go check out PU Air Korea. They might have the answer for you. Really quickly, guys, PU Air Korea gave us a limited time discount code. It's on the screen there. Use it for $20 off. Let's get started. All right, hello and welcome everybody back to another video. I'm Yoursimcfi and I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Today we have a really cool thing coming to us from PU Air Korea. This is their brand new PU Overhead 737. The beautiful box, much nicer than their older other boxes they used to package with those purple boxes. Those are fine too, but this just has a nice little illustration, nothing crazy, but it's just a little bit nicer than the other ones. The back is blank, as you guys can see. So this is a pretty cool little overhead panel. At least it's looking like it. I think they have, from what I haven't opened this yet, but I think the starter switches have a spring loaded to go in from ground to off, I think. But anyways, let's go ahead and open this up. This is the first time I've opened this right now on camera for you guys. We have a quick instruction booklet. Most likely they're going to be using their PU Connect software. So this is made in Korea. You got a support email right there for you as well. I met them at the FS Expo last year. Very good group of guys. Previous airline pilots, if not mistaken. At least that's where the company stems from. So very good, high quality stuff coming out of PU Air Korea. And there you go. You can see here we have the overhead panel. That feels really good, actually. Just lifting that up felt really good. So we don't have a full overhead panel, but we have a miniature version. The switches are quite tiny, but they do, so far, looks like what they're supposed to do in the real airplane. As you can see, these are all spring-loaded switches for the gens. Fuel pumps all work. The lighting is all going to work as well, guys. So that's not going to stay there. That's all going to work. Same with the pressurization, altitude, and landing altitude. Just the way this feels, I'm thinking this might not have a automatic spring back, but maybe it does. We'll see. The APU does have the spring back. I think the APU gauge works, if I'm not mistaken, as well, once it's plugged in. But yeah, cool little panel. Let's take it out of the box here. Actually, quite. I just broke the the rubber there, the foam. Very heavy, a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. It's too bad they couldn't somehow incorporate. I guess these are the landing lights here. I might take these off. They come right off. I might take them off and put the actual landing light switches on. There's the back. There you go. So you got PU Air Korea 737 overhead panel. You got like a VESA mount type of format there. Power USB. That's it for that. Let's see what else it comes with in the box here. We got a USB-C to USB. And then this is probably going to be a desk type stand. If I were to take a guess. There you go. It's kind of like their FMSs actually. Same type of deal as their FMS. A little different. And I guess it would actually just plug in. So let's see if we can get this to work right on camera for you guys. Move that a bit over there. Nothing else in that bag. Get this out. And trying to determine where it would plug in here. I think these come out like this. Out like this. Pick a angle you want. And I think it just sits on it. Just like that. That's not too bad. If you wanted to use it on your desk, you got it right there. I'm going to do my best to mount them. So far, quality-wise, it's very sturdy. Every switch has a nice feel to it. What I don't like, or what I would like to see maybe fix, is these spin a little easily. So I'd like to have those not spin as easily when you hit it. You kind of, you know what I mean? Other than that, it's very nice. Every switch has a nice good click. So you got your bleed air, pressurization, lights and starter APU, wipers, panel lighting. Looks like it's either going to be the battery switch and it's mounted. It looks like it wiggles a little bit. Kind of wish it was mounted vertically like the real one, but that's okay. It is a very small panel. Roughly, if I had to guess, it's about 12 inches across. I'll put the price up on screen for you guys right here. And we're going to get it plugged up in the sim and see how it works. All right, guys, so we're just going to install the PU Connect software. I have the panel just hooked up on top of my yoke right now. I'm not going to put it where my overhead is currently just because I have to get a new mounting system for that. But we're just going to install the software, open it up. It has a update available. Let's run the update. All right, and now it's done. It wants you to do the WASM installation. So click WASM, install for 2024. We don't really need 2020, so that's fine. You can see it detects the overhead panel. And we're going to boost sync in game. If EGT moves reversed, please check here. Okay, well, that's nice. Nice to know. We'll leave that open and we're going to time to open up Flight Simulator. All right, guys. Well, we're in the sim all loaded up. The WASM folder is all plugged in and we're all good to go. Just going to make sure every switch here is in the off position, the way that it'd be in a cold and dark kind of state. So we're kind of good to go. You can control your panel light with this, as you guys can see. And we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and jump in the airplane. I'll throw you to the overhead panel and we are going to select our battery power on. Alrighty. And now we're going to select our ground power. And as you can see, it's come alive. We got 10,000 in there. We can twist this. It says 10.5. So that does work quite well. Let's go ahead and turn on our left fuel pump here. Nice. And we're going to select our APU on and now start. This just works right out of the box, guys. I didn't do anything, plugged it in, downloaded the PU Connect software, and it's good to go. The ground power switch is up here. Yaw damper is up here as well, as you guys can see. So it's going to be in a different spot than where it is in the real airplane. But now we're starting up our APU. And it looks like what happened in that gauge, it's not moving. We can get our position to steady, anti-collision light, so everything works there. Let's go ahead and throw our window heats on. Alrighty. Let's go get our, and see the on lights do actually illuminate there. I don't know if you can see those there, but they do all work. Got our APU bleed, isolation to open, left pack auto, right pack auto as well. And now we have air pressure to the cabin and the cockpit as well. And let's get our RSs to nav. Not going to do a full startup today, but we'll see if we can start up our engines. Let's turn all the fuel pumps on. There's nothing in the center tank. The lights are all extinguished, so that works correctly. We could put the APU on the bus. There's number one. There's number two. The ground power has been disconnected, at least from the aircraft system-wise. You have your no smoking signs and seatbelt signs right there if you want them. And your hydraulic switches as well. Two electrics can come on, and the lights go out as well. So it all works just right out of the box. It's quite impressive how easy it is to set this thing up. Very, very, very well done in that regard. All right, time for the engine start. We're going to turn our packs off. And we're going to start number 2 today. We'll do left ignition, grounding 2. As you can see, we have a positive N2 rise. Now, what I'm curious to find out is if the starter cutout works. So we'll wait till about 23. Go ahead and add the fuel. And I believe at 56 or so, N2, this starter cutout will cut out. We'll take a look at the top. So at 46, 48, 50. So it should happen any second here. It's going to go starter cutout. So it did in the sim. It doesn't Again,
do it
guys,
in the
that's
panel,
because
so
I didn't have the other USB plugged in. It does work.
Right generator online and right bleed if you wanted to do that at this point.
all works. So it's a very cool panel. All your lights work as well. Landing lights right down there. Turn-offs. Taxi works perfectly. Everything just works right out of the sim, or right out of the
Well, guys,
gate,
I hope you
say.
enjoyed this review of the
Literally plug it
PU
in,
Air Korea
install the software
737
the way I
overhead
showed,
panel.
and it works
Be sure
perfectly.
to not make the mistake I did. Make sure to plug both USB-Cs in the back of the overhead panel and then 2 USBs into your PC or a powered USB hub. And then your starter cutout and your EGT will work just fine. As for the negatives, I've kind of mentioned them throughout the video. I think the plastic white pieces that sit on top of the switches are a little loose. And also the price of $540 USD is a little pricey for this panel. I probably would have liked to see this panel around $300 to $350 if possible. With saying that though, it's very well made and it's plug and play, super easy to get going. So thank you, PU Air Korea. Links in the description. We'll see you guys next time.